Ohio. We're going to get our first fight underway. We're going to start out in the super heavyweight division. What a great way to start. Making his way to the cage is Jack Ramey. He's going to take on Alex Vera. And these two guys, young guys.
These are some of the big boys here. They always make for interesting fights because when they get to throwing that weight around, you never know what's going to happen.
And Ramey making his way here to Dayton out of Springfield, Ohio, is going to be facing Alex Vera out of Lima Combat Sports. And one thing that I noticed, I always love super heavyweights, but there's kind of there's either the fights end in 10 or 15 seconds or they end up going all 3 rounds.
Yeah, there's really never much in the way of middle ground with the super heavyweight division. They either just go completely all out and they end it quick, or it's just a tempo control.
All right, his opponent out of the blue corner, Alex Vera.
And making his way to the cage, Alex Vera out of Lima, Ohio. He said he wrestled in high school, originally from New Jersey, made his way out to Ohio, and of course the great area that Ohio is. He actually got into mixed martial arts. A funny story, and we'll see later on, his teammate or his roommate will be fighting here later on. So he says he wants to strike a little bit more in this fight. Made his debut back at IT Fight Series in March, lost a submission to Alex Bowen, but looking to redeem himself here in his second fight.
Yeah, once you've been in the cage that first time, win or lose, it gets a little bit easy. The first fight jitters will catch you regardless of how much training that you've had, no matter how much time you put in the gym. When you step in there and it's just you and your opponent that very first time, I don't care who you are, I don't care where you come from, that first fight is always the hardest one.
And we do have a handful of guys making their debut here, so it'll be interesting. You can always tell that within the first 30 seconds of a fight how a guy is going to be dealing with those jitters, those first time cage jitters.
Hey, it generally goes down one of two ways. They either come out very fast and very hard, or they hesitate. It's kind of there's really not a gray area. And after that first minute.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this fight is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Iron Tiger Fight Series Super Heavyweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the right corner. This man is a boxer and a kickboxer in his first career MMA fight. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing 289 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Springfield, Ohio. Let's hear it for Jack the Stone Ramey. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler with an MMA record of no wins with only 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighed in at 306 pounds. Fighting out of Lima Combat Sports, this is Alex Vera. I know referee for this contest is Greg Franklin.
All right, Joe, first fight of the night here, IT Fight Series 38. We have Jack Ramey in the blue trunks, Alex Vera in the black, and the third man in the cage, none other than Greg Franklin.
Vera looks determined. He has a very determined look on his face. He looks mad.
Yeah, like I said, he told me he wanted to strike, and a big right hand lands immediately. The southpaw is Ramey here. Turning already.
Yeah, he definitely should not be turning his head like that.
That's a good way to get knocked out. Fighting southpaw, throws a little outside leg kick there. Doesn't land. Little jab here.
Vera's being patient. He's not
feeling him out. He said he wants to throw counters, so look for Ramey to throw and then Alex Vera to counter here.
Yep.
Vera looks a little bit comfortable here on the feet.
Oh, big right hand. Big right hand to the temple there.
Vera has him on the ground now, looking to finish. Referee Greg Franklin is taking a close look at this fight. Ramey not doing anything. I'm surprised he's let it go this long.
I am actually surprised that it hasn't been stopped yet. And there it is. There
Alex Vera, first round TKO, getting his first win inside the IT Fight Series cage here.
He was very patient coming out, and he picked his spot. And as soon as he got the opportunity, he did what he wanted, and that was make that finish.
And he talked about wanting to throw the counters. And as soon as we saw Ramey kind of bull rushing him there, he threw that big overhand right, and Ramey dropped, and then
Yeah, Ramey, you can't see it because of the camera angle right now, but Ramey's pretty busted up.
Yeah, he is bleeding from the nose here, as it looks like we did have the doctor come in, take a look at him. Like I said, you know, I'm a guy who, especially early on in a guy's career, you got to err on the side of safety, and it looked like that fight should have been stopped at least 10 seconds before it was.
I absolutely have to agree with you there. I think the ref was a little bit slow on the draw on that one. Vera definitely had control. He was landing the shots that he needed. I think that fight went a little bit too long, but, you know.
Ramey's still on the ground here, right actually in front of our broadcast booth.
He is. He's about 2 feet away from us.
That's a great way to start here, the action, with what's going to be an action-packed fight.
Absolutely.
Or action-packed night.
Ramey looks a little bit disoriented right now. He took some definite heavy hammer fists to the temple region when Vera took him down. So I'm sure he's going to have a splitting headache tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and he was, as you could see, turtled up there.
Yeah.
Before referee Greg Franklin jumped in and stopped it. And we see Alex Vera now going over to check on his opponent.
It's a class act, right? You know, it really speaks volume for his character, you know, to step down there and make sure that his opponent's okay.
It looks like Ramey is going to be okay here. Just checking on him. And Vera actually helps him to his feet with a great sportsmanship here.
Absolutely great sportsmanship right there. Well, first fight of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this contest at 57 seconds in the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO, Alex Vera.
As we mentioned, Alex Vera moving up to 1-0 here inside the IT Fight Series cage, and he is a guy to look out for.